Hi, this is Erik Horve, PGA Tour instructor, director here at Tustin Ranch Golf Club. I'm working with one of my longtime students, Maddie. Maddie is going to be has just signed and committed to play for Stanford, the national champions, next year. So starting in August, we're going to see Maddie competing for as a Cardinal. And what we're going to be working on throughout the summer, Maddie is an incredible player, obviously, and has an incredible short game. We're going to try to pick up a few more yards this summer, working hard in the gym and working on center of pressure and making sure that she's in a good spot at impact so we can get her a few more yards throughout the bag. So what we did today is we started on the left, and we see it. Maddie starts with a nice 50-50 relationship on her left and right feet, pretty balanced, heel to toe. Her trace looks really good, nice and linear and lateral. But as we start to move Maddie back, as you can start to see, she does a really good job of loading, and she loads pretty early into her right leg. Starts to get the club back. You can see that she's 96% as she gets to her maximum load here, about halfway back. A little bit too much. And as we get to the top of the golf swing, you can see a little bit of forward movement here. Okay, and then it jumps back even more as she starts to use the ground to start to transition in the swing. She gets to about 94% here. So Maddie and I are going to work on tightening this up a little bit, trying to keep her inside of her right foot just a little bit in the load. And as she starts down into the ball, a little bit too far to the right, as she comes down, you can see how much she's on her right foot still, 95% of her weight. And as she delivers it into impact, you can see she finally starts to explode here. And she's got about 69% of her weight at impact with 31 on her right. So we're going to try to tighten that backswing up a little bit and get her to get about 80% plus of pressure into her left. So this was at the beginning of the lesson. And here, moving over to the right, the first thing that we did is we moved Maddie into a 55-45 relationship with the lead foot taking a little more pressure at the beginning. So as we start to move Maddie back, what we talked about is in her load mechanics was just from this position, instead of pushing herself to the right and letting her right hip and right knee move to the right, we just want her to turn the center of her body towards the upper part of her thigh without any lateral motion to the right. And so as she starts to turn, you can still see she has that great early load, very athletic move, gets to the top of the golf swing. Okay, and as she gets to the top, there's that little forward push-off move. She starts to put pressure back in. She's at 84% now, and she's less into the right foot. And as she starts down, as we can see, she starts to push off beautifully. She's getting down into about the halfway position here. The club's delivering. Okay, and now we can see that we've got an 89-11 relationship at impact. This is going to equate to more power, more distance, and more squareness of the face at impact. So let me go ahead and draw this one on the left back to her impact position. Okay, so we can see, even if I go past a little bit and do another frame, 69-31 on the left and 88-12 on the right. So we've got until about the end of the summer, till August, before Maddie takes off for Stanford, and we're going to get some real good work done in the next 3 or 4 or 5 months and see what we can do to get her some more distance.